All right, hi everybody from CrossFit Inconceivable. Today's workout is a very interesting one involving just two movements. We're going to be doing bear crawls as well as a little bit of a running, shuffling around. So we'll get into that in just a moment, but let's go ahead and start with some inchworm crawls just to get our hamstrings warmed up, our hands and shoulders warmed up for the bear crawls. So let's fold over, we're going to walk the hands out. If you want, you can come into a push-up. And then we'll walk the hands back in. Stand and reach tall between each one. Let's go ahead and get about 8 to 10 of these in for about a minute here. Starting to warm up the shoulders for our bear crawls. All right, let's come back out to a plank position. And let's go ahead and get some scapular push-ups here. Now, if you want, you can come down to your knees if you don't want to hold that plank position, if your shoulders are a bit tired. So we're going to squeeze the shoulder blades, let the chest drop, and then we're going to round the shoulder blades, spread them, round the back up towards the ceiling. Let's get a few of those in. We're going to do some thoracic upper back openers. So from hands and knees, what you're going to do is you're going to take your hand, place it behind your head, elbow, trying to push it back as far as you can. What we're going to do is we're going to try and look underneath, get that elbow as far below the arm as possible, and then we're going to turn, try to press the back of the elbow up to the ceiling, look upwards. You're going to feel a rotation in your spine and your back as you're trying to look upward. For some of you, it may be a little bit easier. For some of you, it may be harder. The goal is not to try to move your back upwards too much. Try to keep your shoulders down roughly in the same spot, or your chest roughly down the same spot. Let's go ahead and finish the last one there. Let's get the other side. So hand behind the back. Let's start by bringing the elbow under, look up and through, and then we're going to twist, open the back of the elbow as far as you can. These are definitely very hard. It's definitely very challenging for me in the mid-back to really turn upwards, but this is really great for opening up your thoracic spine. Last one here. Nice. Let's go ahead and get some Spiderman stretches. So we'll kind of bring our leg forward. Spend some time down here, about 1 to 2 seconds or so, and then go ahead and switch. 1 to 2 seconds. So get about 3 of these on each side, and then I'm going to show you one other Spider-Man stretch opening just to help open the hips up more. Okay, so on your next one, go ahead and bring that knee up to the front. We're going to do something called a prying Spider-Man. So what you're going to do is have your outside hand placed down. You're going to place your other hand right on the knee. And then what you're going to try to do is you're going to try to push your knee out. You can come on the edge of your foot if you want. You're going to try to straighten this arm as you look away in the opposite direction. So you should feel a stretch through the outside of your hip, probably the side. Just trying to get a little bit more opening, external rotation through your hip. And then let's repeat on the other side. So just hold it for about 5 seconds. So placing the hand on the knee, you're going to straighten the arm, come on the outer edge of the foot. You're going to turn your chest and look away for about 5 seconds or so. And then we'll go ahead and switch. So let's get about 3 of those on either side. Pushing the arm straight, turning away, opening the knee and the foot out to the side. Great. Okay, let's get a little bit of wrist stretching. So we're gonna come down to, we are already on hands and knees. We're gonna place our fingers down on the floor, and let's start by rocking back and forth a few times, and pressing the weight into the fingers, and then pressing it back to the heel of the hand. So as you're leaning forward, press into your fingers for about 2 seconds firmly, and then press into the heel of your hand a couple seconds firmly. Just like you're kind of putting the gas pedal on with your hands, pressing down through your fingers, pressing down through your palms. Usually this helps to kind of engage the wrists a little bit more than just passively stretching them if you're actively trying to press with your hands. Let's do the same thing with fingers facing. So shift your weight back to your heels. Go ahead and press through the fingers for about 2 or 3 seconds. And then try to press through the heel of your hand, still keeping the weight shift back, trying to flex your wrist. And then do that 1 or 2 more times. Press through the fingers firmly, and then press through the palm of your hand firmly into the floor. Let's do backs of the hands to the floor. For this one, we're just going to hold back of the palm down, shifting the weight back to the heels. So we're feeling a good stretch to the back side of our forearms. Okay, let's go ahead and shake that out. Let's do a little bit of ankle mobility really quick. So we're going to come down to our favorite lunge position for our ankles. And in a similar way that we were playing around with pressure of the hand, we're actually going to do the same thing here. So we're not just going to passively try to drive our weight down to our thigh, but we're actually going to pretend that our foot is on a gas pedal, and we're going to put pressure forward through the ball of the foot as if we're putting on the gas to accelerate to 100, and then we're going to put the brakes on by pressing the heel of the foot. So we're going to put pressure into the heel. So as once you're leaned in forward and you spend about a good 5 to 10 seconds here, just kind of shifting your weight forward, driving your chest into the upper thigh. Let's go ahead and put pressure into the ball of the foot. So turn on the gas pedal, put pressure into the ball of the foot for 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now drive through the heel, keeping the ball of the foot on the floor. Drive through the heel for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do that one more time. Press through the ball of the foot, put the gas pedal on, press down hard for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now press and drive through the heel. Put on the brakes for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. We're going to switch and do the other side. So hopefully you might feel, because we're actively putting in some work with the foot, that your ankles are feeling a little bit more flexed than they may normally be if you're just doing a regular passive stretch. So let's do the same thing here on the other side. We're going to take about 10 seconds just to ease in to the ankle stretch here, keeping the heel down, trying to drive that knee as far forward as possible. Use the weight of your chest and shoulders to press down. And then let's go ahead and start our pedaling. So now put the gas on, press through the ball of the foot hard into the floor for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put the brakes on, drive through the heel, keep pressing that knee forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and press through the ball of the foot again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And go ahead and press through that heel one more time for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Go ahead and shake that foot out. Whew. Okay, so we're going to get started on the movements. I'm going to go ahead and go over them in the next video, just like the different standards, how to set it up. And then the third video, we're going to actually do the workout. So see you then.